Hey, hello, and welcome to a part 2 of my Project Voltage Miku fan designs. The first one we're starting off with is one for Shaymin, specifically Shaymin's Skyform, just because it's one of my absolute favourite mythicals, so I really wanted to do a design for it. I also sort of thought it would translate over to kind of a spunky looking, fun design. Now the reason Shaymin specifically is one of my favourite mythical Pokemon is due to being gifted the movie with it as a kid by my cousin who was very sick at the time. Upon rewatching the movie more recently, I did find it to be a little bit annoying, but it was my favourite one when I was growing up, and it has a lot of fun, nostalgic memories for me. I sort of wanted to give her a bit of a... It's sort of translated more into a college jacket, but it was meant to be sort of like a aviator or bomber type jacket, but that's not what it is. But she's sort of meant to be a bit rough looking, a little punk looking, but also she was kind of meant to have superhero-y vibes, but she doesn't really, but I do really like how her hair turned out. She's honestly probably my favourite design I've done for the whole Project Voltage set that I've done so far, just because she does look a little more wild, and she has some fun colour combinations with her outfit. I tried to use just Shaymin's colours for the elements of the clothes, although I've only really used its base colours and the shading isn't quite the same as what it would be in regular Pokemon style shading, mostly because I haven't really studied that properly. But yeah, basically just mimicking the stuff. I simplified my shading down to mostly just normal cell shading, as you can see with the blue here, though I will sort of blur some of the edges to make it look a little bit less harsh. Also had it with just the block blue before I turned it to the opaque multiply layer, just because I found recently that having a more solid sort of shade of colour blocking is making cell shading a bit easier. My second design I did for this video was one that was a request from a friend. I drew up a Goodra one. I do actually really like her as well. I made her a bit more curvy than the other Mikus, just because Goodra itself is sort of a very soft and round looking dragon type, and I wanted them to sort of have that in common. This one's probably actually my second favourite design I've done for it, because I just really liked some of the shapes there. Again, she's just very round, and I'm a big fan of round shapes. It took me a little bit to figure out what kind of a pose I wanted to put the two in. You can see that tiny little thumbnail up the top. But it, I think, did actually end up translating quite well in the final illustration. Something about her being so round and shapy as well just made her very, very easy to draw. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. She was easier to draw than I find some lanky characters to be, and this whole illustration honestly came together for me quite quickly. Should be noted, I finished this one today on the day I'm releasing the video, because I was like, ha ha ha, I still haven't done December stuff. It was mostly because I was on holiday, went to Japan for a month. You guys will get to see some of my spreads to do with that in my sketchbook tour, which will be next month's video, because I just finished my this year's sketchbooks yesterday. But yeah, Goodra. I haven't actually used Goodra much on my teams. In fact, I haven't had it on my team. I don't typically tend to have any dragon types, honestly. Cool typing, I just like other things better usually. But Goodra is definitely a very, very cute Pokemon. I feel like I saw someone at somewhere that Ash had one at some stage, but I also haven't strictly followed the anime/manga recently, so I have no idea. Yeah. Dinner. You can also see with the backgrounds, I've been trying to mimic the official ones, though it's not as neat, and I assume they had templates on how to do them, because all of theirs looked very, very similar and standardized. I just did not have that, and so mine don't look like that. I also managed to make Goodra look nice and shiny with some interestingly placed highlights, just because it should be a bit goopy. I hope you've enjoyed these illustrations today. Have a nice afternoon, and I'll see you next time. Bye!